morning, guys. I just want to quickly talk about what we've picked up over the years of the N64 console. And basically, what you can see here, guys, is just some of the N64s that we've picked up. I just want to show you, here's the standard N64. It's just the standard N64 console. Nothing spectacular about it. The standard N64 controller. My first ever console was this. I'm going to show you guys here. This is the N64 I bought way back in 1998. It was the GoldenEye edition.
Do you know how to use one of these?
GoldenEye. Load a rumble pack and see how it feels when 007 meets N64.
Now, I'm not going to unbox this one, guys, because it's just awkward. I have these N64s are loose, so I just want to show you them. But this is the GoldenEye edition. The only difference in this and buying the actual ordinary edition is this included the 007 box, or the 007 game. It's the exact same console inside in the box. The exact same controller. Anyway, as you can see here, guys, we picked up this little LCD TV yesterday up in Kilkenny. It cost €30. The seller wanted 50. We offered him 30, and thank God he actually took the €30 for it. It was well worth it, I think. It's a funky little TV. Okay, admittedly it's a High School Musical TV. You can see the High School Musical logo up here. Doesn't bother me. I just saw the ad on adverts, as I keep saying in my favourite site, and we said we decided to drive up and get it. So we spent the day up in Kilkenny, and we also collected this little LCD, 15-inch LCD monitor. And as you can see, we've the ice blue Japanese N64 playing the Zelda Ocarina of Time on it. And if you haven't noticed at the front here, guys, we have the gold N64 with the gold N64 controller. That's another thing that we've picked up. And then this year we actually started picking up, this is my very first fantastic fiery orange N64, which we picked up locally actually, which I was very surprised. And this one here, guys, is as I said, the fiery orange one. It's the exact same as this N64, but what was a bonus in this one was it came with the expansion pack already pre-installed. So that was that console, and we also picked up two of these N64 controllers, which are the Fire Orange N64 controllers, because the seller at the time on adverts had two of those controllers for sale. He had this for sale and one extra, so we went away and bought that. Anyway, guys, and then we had the bug. Sorry, 2022 was the bug for the N64. And I'm going to show you guys over here. Here is the red, or I don't know, what would you say? It's the red N64. Again, it's the Japanese version. And this one now I'm going to show you here, guys. Didn't come with that, it just came with the standard expansion pack. And the reason why you need the expansion pack is certain games required it, like, which one was it? Majora's Mask. You had to have the expansion pack in it to play it. So if you do pick up an N64 and you do want to play Majora's Mask, you have to have an expansion pack. Even if you get the N64 SD cartridge that you can load all the games onto it, you'll still need the expansion pack to play it. In certain lights it looks different. But anyway guys, me rambling on again, but this is the one thing. If you do buy an N64, I would advise either ask the seller if they have the expansion pack in it. If they don't, source. I think you're better off trying to source an N64 that's for sale with one in it. You will pay that bit extra because these are getting expensive. I mean, this is what they look like, guys. There they are. And basically you get the little tool if you were to buy the box. So like we have, you get the little tool for popping out this expansion pack and then putting in the 8 meg expansion pack, which allows you to play certain games. And the games are supposed to look better. The jury for me is out on that, if I'm being perfectly honest, because over the years I've never really seen much of a difference. The only thing that difference I've seen is it looks for certain games and you just can't play it. Now, as I say guys, we did catch the N64 bug, and I have been collecting for the N64 over the past 22 to 24 years. And then I think after we picked up, in 2007 we picked up the standard N64, which is just a standard edition. I'll show you this one here guys. This was $79.99 in a shop called Centwise inside in Cork. I don't think the shop is actually still there, I think they moved. But that is it. It's just a standard N64 box. There's no difference in this N64 compared to the GoldenEye edition. The only difference is you didn't get a game included with this. You had to buy the game separate. With this one you paid a little bit extra and you got the GoldenEye game in it. So that's the PAL edition, standard edition. And then again this year I'm going to show you something else guys. I know you've probably seen it by other videos, but this is our Japanese N64. Way more different. Well, they're the exact same dark grey or black and grey console, but the box is completely different. Because I thought when I bought this, if you look at the back of this guys, it's just a styrofoam with a lid on it, and I thought that, oh, I'm missing the back of the back of the box. But no, apparently the standard ones way back in 95 or 96 when they came out in Japan, this is the way they sold them, the standard edition. And I can actually take the lid off of this one guys and just quickly show you. Okay, and there she is. This is our boxed Japanese N64. It's the standard N64. All the peripherals. No difference to the PAL one. It just plays the NTSC games or Japanese games.
Captain, there's something heading our way extremely fast. It's coming straight at us. I've never seen anything like it before.
Action, racing, fun, adventure. Nintendo 64, the fastest, most powerful games console on Earth, now at $99.99.
Now guys, as you can see, look, there's another little red, like they brought up so many different colours, and go back to some of my videos guys when I'm talking about the N64, you'll see different colours that we had. I couldn't fit them all on the table, to be perfectly honest. But another console that we picked up a long time ago, I think it was about 2010, was the Hey You Pikachu N64. There's the Pokeball. Now mine is starting to yellow a little bit, which I'm kind of surprised because I had this in storage and it's not in any sunlight, but the actual chemicals in the actual plastic is what's causing it to yellow. I might see if I can do something with this someday. Guys, if you have any suggestions on how we can restore this to its nice blue colour, because even the blue plastic is starting to go off blue. But anyway, that was that, and this is the controller that I got with it way back then in 2010. This is unboxed, unfortunately, and I paid, I think I paid €20 for it. €20, yeah. €20 inside in cash converters inside in McCurtain Street in Cork. And then a few years later, after that, then I have another video up, guys. I don't know if I have it up on Facebook or do I have it up on actual YouTube, but I bought this controller, which is off. This is for the Pokemon N64. I'll put a picture up here. That is this shape, but it's got the blue logo on it and Pokemon on it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to put a picture up here, you'll see that, guys. This is the controller for that. But I saw this for sale. It was €5. The stick was broken and everything in it, but I went away, it was manky. I went away and cleaned it up and put a new thumbstick in it, or new components in the thumbstick, and it's like new. It's perfect now. But as I say, guys, there was a load of different things that you could get for your N64. We picked up a lot of stuff over the years. Not too sure if we'll stop, because I mean, I'm going to do another video, guys, of all our PAL games that we've picked up over the years, and some of my original PAL games. And also, we've picked up a hell of a lot of Japanese boxed. You can buy Japanese games a lot cheaper. Loose cartridges here in Europe, you can get the loose cartridges, fairly handy. But I've imported a lot of, over the last year or two, of Japanese N64 games from Japan itself, from Tokyo. So I'm going to put a video up of that in, guys, as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little quick look back. I'm going to put little ads up here and there of the N64, different commercials and stuff that were on TV at the time I had the console. Also, my show Bad Influence, where they kept waiting for the N64 to come out and it didn't get released before the show finished. But Violet Berlin, one of the presenters, did get to go to Japan and try out the N64. And I'm going to put a clip up here where she got to try it out. There's a whole row of them.
This is the Shushinkai show in Tokyo. It's the biggest games event of the year, and everyone's talking about just one thing, the Ultra 64.
I feel like I've gone to heaven. You wait years to see one Ultra 64 and then 100 all come along together. But a big letdown, only 2 playable games, Kirby Bowl and Super Mario 64, and both were only half finished. So, although the console is firing on all cylinders, the games are still not ready. That didn't deter the thousands of journalists and games publishers who came to see the latest Super Console. So why was this such an important event?
Well, quite simply, Nintendo are the biggest video games company in the world and also the most successful. They've always made the best hardware, so no one can afford to ignore their new 64-bit consoles. This was supposed to be the official launch, but there was still a lot of secrecy. When we asked nicely, they gave us permission to film. Well, sort of. I'm so excited. I've been waiting over a year to get my hands on this new console, and now I have. All I've got to do is work out how to play it. The controller has got 3 handles, so you can either hold it like that in the normal way, or like this using the D-pad and the thumbstick, or, as I'm doing in this Mario game, like this. And there are buttons everywhere, on the top, at the sides, and even underneath. Right, here goes. Wish me luck.
So here it is, Super Mario 64. And yes, you are watching the game screen. Amazingly, this is not a rendered graphics demo. It's what you get when you play the game. The images are detailed, smooth, and easily superior to anything currently available. What's even more astounding is that Super Mario 64 is a genuine 3-dimensional platformer, because you can take the little plumber just about anywhere you want to go within this graphic world. Inside the main room in the castle are several doors that lead you off into the different game areas. This is a beautiful underwater level, and as you swim around, you start to appreciate just how different the game is. You really feel as though you're free to explore the entire area. I've never before played a game with such a rich 3D environment where you can choose your view and have complete control over where you go. Forget your rock-hard beat-em-ups and rubber-burning races. Super Mario 64 is a launch game that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Well, not bad for a first go. But you know, it's really difficult to make a judgment about the Ultra 64. For a start, the games aren't finished yet. And secondly, it's just so different from anything I've ever played.
Nintendo have placed a lot of faith in the new controller. They hope the design will encourage developers to invent entirely new ways of playing video games. And there's another revolutionary idea tucked away underneath.
This is a new kind of memory card, and it plugs in there.
The card can store customised game or controller settings, and you'll be able to save information on an individual's style of gameplay. So in theory, you'll be able to play against your friends even when they're not there. At least we think that's it. Our instruction book had been translated directly from the Japanese. But as we always say on Bad Influence, never mind the hardware, feel the gameplay. Unfortunately, all the other Ultra 64 games at the show were only on video. Ones to look out for, though, are Blastozer, a sort of construction robots dig-em-up from the team that brought you Donkey Kong Country, and Star Wars: Shadow of the Empire, which is being made by Lucasfilms, the creators of Star Wars. So, was it worth the wait? Well, yes and no. The Ultra 64 is an exciting new console with incredible potential, but it's clearly behind schedule. The lack of finished games at the show was a serious disappointment. The new plan is that the console will finally make it into the shops in the USA and Japan next April.
She was able to try out one N64 way back in 1995, or 94, 95 I think it was. I'll put that clip up, guys. I do hope you have a great weekend, guys. Sorry for rambling on. This is just basically what we've collected so far for the N64. Please click like, subscribe. Tell me what N64s you've picked up over the years. Is there anything here that you'd like to pick up? As I say, some of them can be quite expensive box. We are going to try and pick up a couple of the nice coloured N64s if we can boxed, but I don't know. Time has moved on. I should have done it years ago because they've gone very expensive. Even the Japanese ones, to buy them loose, they're not as expensive. Like we actually, the only Japanese console that we purchased from Japan was the gold one. We purchased these two N64, Japanese N64s locally. And we purchased this one locally as well. So, which is amazing. Down in Carrickline there was a guy selling them. And I think we bought one once a week, one a week. They weren't too expensive. I won't say they were cheap, but they weren't too expensive because they were unboxed. But yeah, so that's basically the N64. And I just want to show you a feature of this, guys. This is your school locker, American school lockers. What they would have looked like. And basically, I think you can open these doors. Oh yeah, sorry, you can look. You can actually open the locker. I just think it's very funky. And again, down bottom you can open the doors and you can store stuff in it. But like here, if you look, guys, look the volume button. It's an actual physical button. And on the other side, is for changing the channels, but it's like your locker combination. But anyway, guys, look, sorry for rambling on. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. This is just a quick review, or not even a review. It's just a quick. I want to just show you what we've kind of picked up over the years. It's not everything that we've picked up. It's just what I could fit on the table of the N64. It is worth buying an N64, but if you have a Switch, play it on the Switch. Just buy your membership and play the games on that. But if you do really want to buy one, go and buy the standard N64, buy the SD cartridge, the EverDrive 64, or you can buy the knockoff EverDrive 64s. They work just as good, cheaper, and play all your N64 library on the original console. But I would like to say one thing, guys. You are going to have a job outputting composite on it, unless you can buy the RetroTink upscaler, buy some form of an upscaler. Don't buy the cheap N64 to HDMI adapters. They never work. I bought a couple of them. They're rubbish. Go on to Kaiko. They do actually a rather good N64 to HDMI adapter. They're not too expensive. I have bought from them. So it's my personal review of it. I do like it. You can also buy the Rad2X, which I've bought. You can look back at some of my videos. I do like that, but the Rad2X particularly works good, or works better if you do the Tim Worthington mod. Look back through my videos, guys. You'll see I've done that mod, that video on what they look like. But guys, do you know what? Go out, have fun. It's the N64. I love it. I think I'll continue to love it, and I'll continue to collect for it. So have a great weekend, guys. It's raining again. We've had a beautiful summer, but the winter's back with a vengeance, and it is bucketing down outside, and I think I'll just go off and play some N64 games for the evening. Have a great weekend, guys. Mind yourselves, and we shall talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.
Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me is you.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Bros., where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest, only on Nintendo 64.